Alright, we're back, Duck Phoenix, all the Marios. Last time we beat Mario Party 2. The board's part, and we still haven't looked at the minigames, so let's do that now.
Alright, so what's minigame? Minigame land isn't that much.
It looks like it's not that much. And okay, minigame land itself isn't all that much, but we haven't looked at any of the minigames at all.
He's got 41 minigames.
Yeah, so what was the thing that you buy minigames from? And in this game, as with Mario Party 1, you can't play the minigames freely until you have bought them.
And he has different apples for different number of players.
Yep, so, well, not number of players, different arrangements. So the yellow apple is 4-player games. Right. And the others are 1v3 and 2v2, and you go and you buy the minigames from them, and then you can play the minigames.
All the minigames, all the time! Alright.
And we've bought all of these minigames. Look at that. So,
choose it again!
Oh,
we can't. We gotta go through all of these ones.
Buy all of these minigames, and then I ran out of money.
Oh.
So, well, this was in the middle while I was doing the board stuff. I went
but
and did some shopping, and he's got an announcement, because now we've bought a bunch of minigames. Minigame Stadium is now open.
Okay.
So, I don't know the exact numbers offhand, Sidebar will tell us, but once you've bought a certain number of each of the 3 categories of minigame, Minigame Stadium is open. And Minigame Park is also open, because you go there to actually play the minigames. And this is the coin box. It has 4 coins in it right now.
The coins are kept there.
Because we don't have a bank here.
And that's the records bottle.
It's a bottle that has your records in it. It's got your minigame records in the note in the bottle.
Is this the same thing that's on Professor
Yes. We haven't actually seen that yet.
Oh.
But, it is in fact the same thing that's there.
Anyway, you got more money.
Seen that yet? I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, we got more money and then bought more games, and then I got more money, and then I bought more games. Actually, no, this last one, you can't buy the games until you have seen them at least once in, the actual boards. And that last game, Magnet Carta, I happened to not see for the entire time that I had played through the boards. So I had to go back and do a little extra grinding. But we bought all the minigames, and he's forgetting something. What could it be? But now that we've bought all of the minigames, we've got another announcement. Minigame Coaster is now open.
Okay, so this is the single-player mode.
Yeah, this is the single-player mode, the equivalent of Minigame Island in Mario Party 1. That, unlike Mario Party 1, where you could just play Minigame Island straight off the bat, here you have to actually buy all of the minigames first, and then you can play the thing that has all of the minigames. We're gonna do that later, though.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, that has, like, slight variations on the minigames, so I figured let's actually see the minigames and see what they are and how they play baseline. So this Toad is named Battle T. He is the host of Minigame Land's minigames.
Okay, we didn't see him. We saw him in the credits.
We saw him in the credits briefly. Also, in Minigame Land, yeah, the computer players have a super hard difficulty level you can
Is that like where they cheat?
No!
Whoa.
Daddy, look, we've got a piranha plane. Oh my goodness, look at all these minigames.
It is a lot.
You must have almost got them all. You must be really good.
Not really.
I'm so happy here. Take these. This is Dungeon Dash. It's a 2v2 game. Check it out. And this one's Rainbow Run. That's 1v3. So, those games unlock when you have bought certain numbers of other games. Dungeon Dash unlocks when you've bought 35 total minigames. Rainbow Run unlocks when you've bought 50 total minigames.
Okay.
And here in Minigame Land, we have trees. Each tree is a different category of minigames. This is the 4-player tree. So, we're just gonna go through all of the minigames and take a quick look at them. Yeah, let's go into the tree. So this is Lava Tile Isle, and this is what the minigame screen actually looks like in this. It's basically the same as in Mario Party 1, but now we have this practice button. So, you know, we get the explanation, we get the control screen,
you can move
and then there'll be the advice screen.
Thing.
Tells you a thing, but now you can press R to enter practice mode. Practice this minigame. No win or loss is recorded. You can quit in the middle of practice. After starting the game, you just press R to quit practice. So, this is something that you can just do anytime you're starting a minigame. So, like, in the boards, if you have a minigame that somebody hasn't played before, then you can do a practice run so that they know what they're doing before they actually have to try and play the minigame.
That's a nice little addition.
Yeah, that is something that they keep through the rest of the series, as far as I'm aware. That practice mode.
So, tell me about Grindles.
So, Grindles, you remember them from Shifting Sandland in Mario 64?
I do.
They shift around. In this minigame, the goal is to knock all of your opponents into the lava, and the Grindles are shifting around, which makes it harder to stay on, and you can punch people, and that's the primary way to shove them off, is by punching them. You can also jump and ground pound and stuff that's probably less useful. Anyway, once you've finished a minigame in the minigame park, you get the option to play it again, or you can back out and do something else.
Ah, classic.
Hot Rope Jump. So yeah, this was a game that was in Mario Party 1. In Mario Party 1, though, the first person to fail just loses the game, and everybody else wins and takes money from them. Or, if everybody makes it through 20 jumps, it just ends and everybody wins. In this game, it goes until one person is left.
So it could last a very long time.
It also has a tally counter up in the corner, so you know how many jumps you've done. And, you know, after the first 5 jumps, it starts with the blue flames, and the blue flames always go at the same slowish speed. And once it lights up at 5 jumps, you can start getting randomized speed increases or decreases. So it still generally starts out pretty simple, and you know, just sped up a little bit, and you know, it's pretty basic. Slows back down,
just
speeds up for like just one more swing, and so it can really it's got some very wild randomization here, and now it's going real fast. So yeah.
So there's no consistent rhythm. Is the real problem.
There is a consistent rhythm sometimes,
Oh.
which is what threw me off right there, because it just slowed down right there. And as you can see, it's possible for there to be a draw if everybody loses, if you know, there's not one person left if they all hit. Some mini games have multiple variations on stages, and you can actually pick which stage you play on in this in Mario Party 2.
Okay.
Mario Party 1 had variations in minigames like that as well, but you didn't have the option to actually select which variation you ever did playing.
Kind of like the slot car challenges?
Yeah. So Shell Shocked is a tank game. You are in a tank. You can have tank controls and you move around. Z lets you strafe, and you have you can fire a shot straight, and you can fire a lob shot that goes up. And in the first stage, there's just a pipe in the center, and you all start facing outside.
Two shots and they die.
Yep, you've got 2 health each, and whoever is the last one standing wins. So, you know, obviously you want to try and make sure all of your opponents have damage while you're not taking damage, so that you can let them fight each other and then pick off who's left.
Stage 2 looks like you're in...
Yeah, stage 2, you start in the corners, and it's a pretty open area, and there's just, like, pipes at each of the sides, in the center of the 4 sides. So, you know, you could just start straight out by firing a shot straight, and if your opponent doesn't go to the side immediately, they will take damage.
Luigi.
Also, your shots can hit each other and cancel out.
Ah.
So if someone shoots at you, you can take out their shot with your shot if you're not going to be able to move out fast enough.
Ooh. Whoa! Whoa!
So this is one of the better mini games. This one's a lot of fun, honestly.
Luigi probably would have done better if he wasn't driving into pipes all day.
Yeah, this is the super hard computer level again, by the way.
Okay.
So it's stage 3 just has pipes fucking everywhere. Again, you start in the corners. It's basically the same as stage 2, but with extra pipes on the diagonals and the center.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a 3x3 grid of... Although it's a circle of pipes, actually. So...
Circle of pipes with the one in the center.
Yep.
So, make sure you use those lob shots wisely.
Yeah, the lob shots don't really come up very often. Because it's a very short distance lob, it really only works if you are on opposite sides of the same pipe. and like just the right distance away. So it's kind of weird. Generally, you just use straight shots, hiding behind pipes for cover.
Mm-hmm.
And do a lot of strafing. So that's all 3 stages of Shell Shock. Toad in the Box. This one is very random.
Yeah, I saw this one.
All you do is jump. You're trying to hit the block above you, trying to get it to stop on the Toad face. If you stop it on any other face, then you'll get damaged. We've got a Piranha Plant face, we've got the Chain Chomp face, and the Baby Bowser face. The Toad face, obviously, you advance. The Piranha Plant face bops you once. The Chain Chomp face bops you twice. The Baby Bowser face flattens you, and each of those is progressively longer that you spend knocked out and unable to jump.
It gets really fast.
Yeah, once you get to the last one, it's just completely random. I do not think it is really possible to intentionally get the last one. I just, at the very least, I randomly mash when it gets to that point. Mecha-Marathon! You remember the Mecha Fly Guy thing from the first one? Well, here it's an actual minigame. And instead of rotating the control stick, because they did away completely with rotating the control stick after Mario Party 1.
After it ruined a generation's palms.
But, yeah, now you tap A and B at the same time, rapidly. The more taps, the more you turn the key, and the further your Mecha Shy Guy will go. Well, Mecha Fly Guy. Everyone's got their own little personally colored Fly Guy.
Oh, it's Head and Hooray who's gonna win. They've gone past the 10. It's coming up, and they're past the 20, and everybody's still in the race. And they're going as fast as they can. Both Marios, everybody's dead.
So yeah, this is one where the super hard computer is actually significantly better than me. There is a high score in this game, by the way. It's got it up in the corner there.
It's funny that Luigi doesn't get the bright green. He gets a second class green.
Bumper Balls. This was another one that was in Mario Party 1. It's basically exactly the same. You're on your bumper ball, you move around, you try and bump the other off of the field.
Bump the other balls.
But in this one, you have multiple stages. The first stage is the very simple flat circle. Luigi immediately ran off the side entirely on his own.
Good job, Luigi.
But yeah, this instead of being on like a little island, you're just hovering above lava. This still has the problem of bumper balls where you get down to one-on-one and, well, you just kind of smash into each other repeatedly. Kind of just need to like try to be tricky, but that never really works. So you just kind of wait until your opponent tries to be tricky and fails. Really.
It takes a while, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. Peach tried to be tricky, and I just drowned her. Stage 2 of Bumper Balls. It's still a circle, but now there is a patch of ice in the center.
Oh.
I will also point out that sometimes, when you have a minigame with multiple stages, the advice is different for each stage. Here they explicitly mention the icy center is very slippery, and so if you bump or get bumped while on it, then it's hard to stop.
But it's basically the same.
It's basically the same game otherwise. There's just
Shy Guy
a patch of ice with a frozen Shy Guy, presumably ancient. Bumper Ball Stage 3 is on an island with hills and rocks. So, there's these rocky bumps. There are slopes that affect the roll of the ball. Because you're on a ball, and did you know balls roll down slopes?
The game is otherwise the same.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, you need to have one person left, otherwise it's a draw. Totem Pole Pound. A race to be the first to use hip drops to pound the Totem Bros into the ground.
Are Totem Bros new for this game?
Yes. The higher that you've jumped when you hit the ground pound, the more force that you pound with.
I'm sorry, it's a hip drop?
Fine. I'll use the translation that they used in the Mario Party games when talking about the Mario Party games. So you want to hip drop from the highest point of your jump. If you do that, then you get it with 5 drops. Otherwise, you will need more than 5, and like the higher hip drop takes longer to do, but it's faster to overall. Platform Peril. This is another one that was in Mario Party 1. But in this one, it has like conveyor belts now, and some platforms will move. But it is otherwise the same thing. You're running across these falling platforms. The first person to get to the finish line is the winner. If you fall off, then you're knocked out. There are coins that you can grab for bonus. Now there's these conveyor belts, forward and backwards. There are still obstacles on some blocks. Some blocks will slowly move back and forth. So if you're at one of the far edges, you'd have to not be. But yeah, that's Platform Peril.
It's perilous.
Abandon a ship. Your ship is sinking. Climb to the top of the mast. You're one of the 4 masts of the ship. You tap A repeatedly to climb. You use the control stick to switch between being on the left and the right. There are cheeps that jump and attack you while you're trying to climb up, and they can knock you down slightly. If you fall into the water, then you're knocked out. Whoever gets to the top first wins. And also there's some coins in here, so very much like
kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Though the cheeps make it seem more random than skill-based.
A little bit, yeah. This is the last game that we're going to see today, because there's a lot of mini-games. So, come back tomorrow for the next set of 4-player games.
Whee!
So, bye everyone.